Introducing Logan Brown, author, father, and now Glamour's June cover star. Logan Brown is a transgender man who unexpectedly became pregnant with his partner Bailey J. Mills, a non-binary drag performer in the UK. Glamour's Chloe Laws met Logan exactly 2 weeks before he gave birth to his daughter Nova to talk about queer love, gender dysphoria, and navigating the NHS as a pregnant transgender man.
I am a trans pregnant man and I do exist, so no matter what anyone says, I literally am living proof. Hi, I'm Logan Brown and this is my Glamour Unfiltered. So I found out I was pregnant because I took a pregnancy test early hours in the morning whilst Bailey was asleep. And I just had this really weird feeling that something wasn't right. And obviously I've been off testosterone for a while due to some health issues. So just kind of had this really weird feeling. And I took the pregnancy test and it was just like this, it was like my whole world just stopped. And yeah, it was literally when I saw them 2 lines, I was just like, what the heck? That everything just, all my manlyhood that I've tried to work hard for so long just completely felt like it was erased. Yeah, that's how I found out. It was really hard because how do you tell your partner, like, oh, I'm pregnant, but oh, I'm also your boyfriend as well. So I was like lingering around them for ages, and then I just like, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna just wake them up. So I tapped them and it was like, what's up? I was like, I couldn't get the words out of my mouth to say it because it's just something that you just don't say as a man. And I was like, I'm pregnant, and it was kind of like this moment of, all right, okay, that's all right, and then it just went into like, oh no, this isn't good. What about my career? You're a pregnant man, and we were both just doing that back and forth constantly of like, oh my god, and we just didn't speak for like 2 hours, and then afterwards we had a bit of a chat, but the reaction was mixed emotions for both of us, and it felt like it was all on me in a way because it's my body and it definitely takes 2 to tango, but I feel like because it was going on in my body, it felt like I felt like I was an issue. I think what makes me feel empowered as a trans man is that whoever I say I am is exactly who I am, and that's like, no one could ever take that away from me, and I've learned that recently. And the fact that now I get to bring a child up to just like for her to know that she can be authentically herself and love whoever she wants, like that's really powerful for me.
The start of my pregnancy journey as a trans pregnant man was terrifying. At the first appointment that I booked, when I phoned up, the midwife asked me where I wanted to give birth. I couldn't even process what she was saying. My appointments were positive in the early stages at smaller clinics, and I had the same midwife all the time, which was really important. But we recently moved houses and I had to change hospitals, and it's a much bigger hospital and I've not had the best experience. I go into the hospital and it's full of women. Obviously, because this is a rare thing, I feel like everyone's looking at me. I've been misgendered by staff and no one's actually turned around to me and said, are you okay? No one's asked what it feels like to be a trans pregnant man. Being pregnant in general is really, really difficult. Then add me being trans. I would have liked some mental health support. Some midwives get it and some midwives don't. I feel like with LGBTQIA+, it shouldn't be optional for them, NHS staff, to have that sort of training. It should be mandatory. Because we do exist and people are going in there. If that's happened to me, how many more people is that going to happen to? A lot of women at the minute feel like their rights are being taken away because of people like me who want the NHS to be more inclusive. But I don't want women to be erased. I've lived as a woman and can fully understand how difficult it is for a woman. It's horrible. It's hard every day. But it would just be nice for us LGBTQIA+ people to be more involved, and for me not to be referred to as a woman. Right, thank you for that. I hope you like the story. And like you said, the UK is truly turned upside down.